Hi, and welcome to my Suzuki GSXR 750. Next, we're going to remove the Phillips screw that locks the cap in place, and then we're going to twist the cap off. That is not the color the brake fluid is supposed to be. So we take our mityvac 2 and we're going to pump all that old brake fluid out of the reservoir. As you can see, brown is not the color of brake fluid. Then let's take a clean paper towel and shove that down in the reservoir and get all the dirt and debris that settles at the bottom. We're going to get that out of there. Remember, this is a 5-year-old bike and brake fluid's never been changed, so there's a lot of crud that's built up. So we're going to hook up our mityvac to our front brake caliper, and we're going to pull the remaining fluid out of the brake lines. The bonus to the Suzukis is they really only use one brake line. It goes down to the side to the caliper on the right, and then it crosses over the fender to the caliper on the left. I use CarQuest .4. I've used that in pretty much every bike that I've worked on in the last 20 some years. It's a good quality brand, and I like it. So I've topped off the reservoir, and now I'm pulling new fluid through the system. I start with the left first because that's the furthest caliper away. I'm watching the reservoir, and as it gets down to the low mark, that's when I'll stop pumping, and then I'll refill the reservoir and go to the other side. So I just finished off the left side. I'm refilling the reservoir. I have the reservoir topped off, and then I'm going to start bleeding the right side. I see you checking out my Miss Pac-Man. Stop it. She's mine. Okay, once we've got the calipers bled out, now we need to bleed out the master cylinder where the brake lever is. Because remember, we pulled all the fluid out of the system. So we need to start at the bottom, pulling the fluid down, and then we need to work our way up to the reservoir. This would be the last spot that we bleed. Now if you grab a hold of the lever, it's actually got some tension behind it. as you can see, there's actually some tension. If I would have done that before I bled that master, it would have gone all the way back to the bar. So we're going to put our spacers and our cap back on the reservoir, and then we're going to put our retaining clip. The final thing that I like to do when I'm done filling the reservoir up, a friend of mine, Regan Shaw, rest in peace, taught me this trick. Pump the brake levers and then put a zip tie around the bar and the brake lever and pull it tight. Let the bike sit for a couple hours. Then when you get ready to use it, your brakes will be spot on every time.